Hi, there's lots of YouTube videos out there showing how to use glass cast or liquid glass, the epoxy resin basically. That's my first carton, first kilo I bought, and I thought I'd show you the mistakes I've made so you don't have to. So first of all, my original idea was pour it over the ceramic acrylic paint on ceramics and give it a nice hard glaze, nice gloss effect, very pretty. I've also used it on cast concrete bowls to give a gloss effect there, makes them weatherproof, very useful, and no glass cast would be complete without a beer bottle chair or bar or whatever you want to do. I did a chair for the simple reason I ripped one of the cushions and I thought it would be fun to replace it. So, lessons learned. First of all, I was mixing up small quantities. I'm not mixing well. Yeah. I was mixing up in little containers like this, and first one, got my little stick, twisted around. Yeah, about 5 minutes of doing that, got me mixed. It wasn't, and it never really set. So the first ones I did were tacky. 48 hours, 72 hours later, they just never went off. What I do now is I use a drill with a bit of bent metal in it, nice low speed. Oh, this is green because comes as clear, but if you add acrylic paint you can colour it in, so I'm just playing around with stuff here. But do that, mix it like that for 5 minutes and it's properly mixed and it goes off really well. Okay, this stuff gets everywhere. Whatever you do, get yourself some rubber gloves. Rubber gloves like these, really cheap from the DIY stores, B&Q, whatever. Because this stuff gets everywhere. Here's the stuff I was doing with the green, just trying to fill in some holes in this wood, see what it's turned out like. Still a work in progress and still extremely tacky. But it drips, it gets everywhere. So I always put this plastic down on anything you don't want to get wood dirty. Same goes for clothes. Do not wear good clothes. So how did I go about doing the chair? Well, first of all, get a chair that's broken. Took the base off, cut off the red plastic. I was going to reuse this one, but all these staples, it wasn't worth the hassle, so I got a bit of plywood, used this as a template, drilled out the holes, put the threads in there, and that's what this is. To stick the bolt tops on, I used hot glue to hold them down. That was a mistake. Don't do that. The resin will hold them quite fine. Okay. Resin should be poured in thin layers, so you might just do a first layer to get it sticky, then put the bottle tops on it. To stop the resin coming off the top, off the sides, build a little wall around it with the tape. So, length of tape, like that, gives you an edge so it doesn't flow over the edges. Unless, of course, you want it to flow over the edges, as I have done on that green one I showed earlier. Right, I'm going to zoom in now and actually show you some of the faults, because one of the enemies of epoxy resin is air bubbles. Oh yeah, you want to get yourself one of these, little blowtorch. As it's drying, you'll see air bubbles appear. You blast them with a blowtorch and they rise out and bubble out. That's fine while it's setting. If it gets to the point where it has set, you're stuffed. So as I try to zoom in here, it's kind of hard because the camera won't focus, but there's a few little surface marks, and round the edge it wasn't great. That was where I used the tape, just where I'm putting now there's a little void. You know what I said about the air bubbles. Oh, there's a hair. Anyway, you know what I said about the air bubbles. Underneath the bottle caps, they're full of air, so when you hit them with a blowtorch, air bubbles come out again. I don't know how to get around that. If I zoom a bit closer, I might be able to see some of the defects. Overall, it's really good. I'm really pleased with it, but you can see some of the hot glue there, around there. That's hot glue I used to glue things down with. Not great. Also, that one lid is just slightly proud. Doesn't really show, but it is just a little bit proud of the rest. And over here, a hair. Bastard. So, hopefully you saw the chair looked okay. There's a few little bits, but you really have to stare to see them. Apart from that damn bristle from the paintbrush. So, lessons learned. 1, don't use paintbrush. Use a roller, a little sponge roller to push the epoxy around. So much better. You don't get the bristle left there, which you never spot until the whole thing's set. Anyway, yeah, epoxy resin. It says on here what the main causes of failure are. Not the correct proportions, not mixed correctly, or the thing you're putting on is damp. Okay? Check. Do you mix it by volume, in which case you need some measuring cups, or this one is mixed by weight. So you've got the resin and over here the hardener. So it's put the hardener in first. So you got that there, 0. Add your hardener. Then add twice as much of the resin for this particular one. There's always instructions, check what the ratios are. Once you've got that way, mix it. Don't waste your time with sticks. It's the future. Really easy to make. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you've got contrast. It's just a loop of metal. And it just means that the stuff is mixed properly and you don't get the problem with the stickiness. Don't try and do it when it's too damp or cold, it won't work. Yeah. Cleanliness, correct recipe, careful measuring and weighing, proper mixing. The air bubble one, and hot glue, don't bother gluing your bottle tops down, it's a waste of time, and the glue will show through afterwards. The air bubbles, yes you do need to blast it with the blowtorch, quite easy to do. Not difficult to use, but if you do it too much, the air bubbles under the bottle caps expand as well. I genuinely don't know how you get around that, so I'm sure someone will put a comment down below and let me know. But my attempts at using it for seats, the tiles and the little vases, really good. Just wish the price would come down. 1 kilo was about 30 quid delivered, so here's hoping. But yeah, we're good, and I might do a later video showing how that green thing turned out. I don't think it's worked quite the way I wanted, but we'll see. Cheers all, bye.